What's happening, everybody? All right, so this video is going to be detailing my experience with the side effects of the Moderna vaccine. If you're watching this, chances are you've read about or heard about some of the side effects of the Moderna virus and that they can be a little bit intense. And I just wanted to walk you through my experience. That way you've got kind of a first-hand account of what that was all about. So first and foremost, the first dose, absolutely no side effects whatsoever. Not in the short term, mid-term, 48 hours, whatever, absolutely no side effects whatsoever. But that second dose, a little bit different. So I got my second dose at 1 o'clock on a Friday, and that 1 o'clock is going to help us kind of establish the time frame this is going to take you through. So from 1 o'clock in the afternoon through the end of the night, had absolutely no side effects whatsoever. Wouldn't have even known that I had the vaccination booster. I went to the gym, everything was fine, everything was great, went to sleep, woke up the next morning at about 8 o'clock-ish, got started on some yard work, put a nice tight edge along that driveway. Looks pretty good. So no side effects, no ill effects up to that point until about 10:30 in the morning. So at about 10:30 in the morning, I started getting this feeling like I was coming down with something. You know that feeling like it's a little bit of a chill, a little bit of like a tinge that you get? It started at about 10:30 that morning. And from about 10:30 that morning until about 1 o'clock that afternoon, so a full 24 hours, that's about the length of time that it took for the side effects to really swing into full effect. And by 1:30, the side effects were pretty strong. I felt very chilled, very feverish, very aches and pains type of symptom. But one thing I want to note, I never had any chest congestion, nothing sinus related or anything like that. It was just a general headache, joint aches, things like that. To be honest with you, it felt like a proper hangover. In fact, if you've ever really tied one on, that's about what it felt like. A little bit nauseous, no real sense of appetite. I just wanted to not move. And that was basically the general consensus is just give me some water, give me something to drink, let me pass out. So from about 2:30 that afternoon on, I was basically in and out of taking naps. And whenever I would wake up, it was just achy, just general sense of, but I never felt bad. Other than a sense of disconnectedness, if that makes any sense, a little bit of lack of an ability to concentrate, if you will, more so than normal. So there was at least that to, write into the story here. But the reality is that I basically just felt like I had a hangover. So that feeling lasted, especially the chills and the feverishness and the aches lasted anytime I was awake, and I'd wake up from taking a nap and, I'd, again, not feel all that great. Finally went to sleep at about 9 o'clock that night with no real difference in severity. It never got any worse. It never got any better than, again, proper hangover status. At about 1 o'clock in the morning, so almost exactly to the number, 36 hours later, I was, instead of being chilled, I felt hot, like I was cooking and sweating actually. So that woke me up, and I'm, kind of wiping myself off and, change clothes, and it just, a bit of a sweat, nothing bad. I wasn't, didn't look like I just got through, going rounds or anything like in a workout. It just, just general clammy, if that makes any sense. And went back to sleep. And when I finally woke up the next day at about 9 o'clock in the morning is about when I really started moving around. I felt fine, felt great. And so there's the timeline. Basically, I don't know, give yourself 48 hours. And highly suggest you get the shot on a weekend or on a Friday so you got the weekend to fully recover. Again, it basically feels like a hangover and no respiratory of any kind, chest or sinus or anything like that. And you'll get through it and you'll be done and you'll have your vaccinations and everything will be cool. So at any rate, I hope that helps you out, gives you an idea for what the side effects are. Get out there and get your shot, get your Moderna hangover out of the way, and you'll be in great shape. With that, that's a wrap. Adios.